close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands, and we'll grow in number. Fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. I don't know what you want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side.
At least a couple that's gonna be the fatal no more purified right madness in the deficit, but that's gonna be another fatal link used up along with 4 men. That was such an amazing hurricane dance along with the black dragon. Just look at how well Yuzong was zoning everyone. smiling, does not have the wing swerving touches, but the white touch connected was absolutely perfect. UTC. Rita actually going into the serious one. We'll talk about that later as the heavy spins come in. That's going to be an amazing pin down.
I am the power of light incarnate.
I'm bound by nothing.
Your team
be it
is
family
banning.
or destiny.
Valor and royalty in
Your
a dead
team
body.
is banning.
Give a countdown. All right, guys, sorry for the technical glitch there, but I guess you can hear us now and the game sounds are back. So, yeah, like we said, we were talking about the bans that's happened behind the screen. So it's, uh, I think, yeah, Midnight Madness, they have gone ahead and banned Kadita and Valentina, while Panic have banned Fanny and Van Van. So let's see what the other bans are going to be for both these teams. It's Kaja and Leomord taken down by Midnight Madness, whereas Panic have banned the Martis and the Gushin. So yes, Grim, what do you have to say about these bans and what picks we might be expecting?
Your team is
Well,
picking.
definitely both the teams doesn't seem interested to give each other the chance to pick up the current meta heroes. And we see a Camilla and a good pick by DPD once again in the tournament. They have been using Carmilla quite good, quite pretty good, I would say, in the role, and a tanky hero as well. And we see a good counter in Terizla. Does it seem to be a good counter? Will it be the Expelliarmus or what do you say?
Give me a target.
Your team is picking.
They can go with the Daira to the XP lane. But yeah, it's Midnight Madness. They are going to be doing something crazy. They always uh, catch us by surprise with
See
the drafts,
value
and
in
that's going
me?
to be Fedrin against the
You
Terizla there.
should.
Or maybe we might see something different. Fedrin might roam or something. We are not sure yet. Uh, all right, so Leslie is going to be the marksman for Panic. So, Grim, what do you think can counter that Leslie in the goal lane?
Some stitches? I can
And
help.
definitely,
Your
just I
team
was
is
about to say
picking.
the hero's name. They have Melissa with them, one of the best marksmen from the last few patches. The beautiful damage for, and generally people in the game, either marksmen or late game heroes, but Melissa has definitely shattered that thought of people. will going to be a definitely good hero in counter for Leslie.
All right, and right now we were seeing the Sicilian, but it has been switched in the last 4 seconds, and the mid lane will be the Lilia for the side of Panic. Okay, so all right, let's see what they can ban. Okay, Panic has gone ahead and banned another mage right away because Midnight Madness they're yet to pick their mage. All right, so let's see what Midnight Madness are gonna ban. They can ban out a jungler or a roamer.
They don't have their jungler yet, both the teams. So probably they are going to ban a jungler, which seems to be a good option for them.
Horology is
Your
my
team
name.
is
Sticky is my name.
Yeah, they don't want the Carmilla to be countered. Uh, so yeah, they did a good choice banning away that Diggy. That that escape potential is gone for Panic. Let's see what Panic decide for their roamer or a jungler. Those two roles are the ones that's remaining for them. So let's see what they pick.
I hope they do pick Droth, as you said, Marcus. That will be a good counter for Frederick. And they pick a Balcon as the hyper. That's a good pick for me, I would say.
Yes, and all right, let's see what the two retaliation picks are coming in from Midnight Madness, and that's going to be Xavier logged in as the mid laner for the side of Midnight Madness, and their jungler is left, right? Let's see what they go for jungle, but because right now they already know that Valmond is going to be the jungler for Panic, so perhaps someone who can counter him. All right, that's going to be the Dyra as jungler. The drafts have been revealed pretty quick. That's going to be the Atlas in the room for Panic. Since the Diggy has been banned, they took an advantage and they decided to pick him. So Grim, just based on the draft, who do you think has the upper hand?
Just based on if we were to go on the draft and defense, I would say Team Panic has a solid draft. But if we were to think about a solid frontline attack, I would say solid base attacks. I would go DPD. Both the teams have the disadvantages. Both the teams have their advantages. I would say probably 6 minutes into the game, we are going to see some action.
Yeah, I totally agree with you on that analysis there, Grim. But yeah, guys, here we are in the final stage of this MKE season 4. From the 32 teams, we are down to the last two teams. Let's see who is going to be winning this huge prize pool that we have here. And as we all know, Panic and Midnight Madness, they did meet day before yesterday, where Midnight Madness, we saw, they were struggling in the second round of the match. Let's see if Panic can make them struggle similarly, starting from the first round itself. So here we are into the land of dawn. And as the laning is unfolding before you guys. It's Fedrin versus the Terizla in the EXP lane. Gold lane is gonna be Melissa against that Leslie. But here we can see Apex is going for that early vision, the early harassment in the jungle. But he was poked heavily there by the Lilia as well as the Atlas, who CC'd him and stopped them. So yeah, the invasion has been denied successfully, I must say, by Panic, forcing the Carmilla to go back to base.
Well, both the teams, I guess, they don't want each other to disturb them. So Panic definitely seems to be a bit more aggressive than their rather early gameplays. They are definitely, and we see Terizla and Lilia on the cards for the steal of the blue buff.
Yes, let's see who gets it. It's the battle of the retribution there between the two junglers. But that's going to be the first blood on the hands of the Tyrod. Balmond will be heavily punished there. Everyone from Panic just backed off. We saw the Terizla, the Apex, as well as the Lilia just retrieved there. And Balmond was definitely caught. And you can't underestimate the damage potential coming in from that Tyrod. Who lowers your physical defense and just melts you, shreds you. So that's going to be the Balmond paying the price over there. So early advantage here for Midnight Madness as the jungler of Panic falls down.
That analysis of Deroth, I would say, was on point because the only hero to counter Alucard's lifesteal in the entire game, because everybody deems Alucard as the best lifestealer of the game, and the only king can counter Alucard in lifesteal and physical defense probably would be the Deroth if played correctly, and we have Deroth doing good.
Yes, absolutely. And let's see what happens here as the turtle contest is going to be beginning, the first turtle contest of this matchup. You can see the positioning there. Atlas going in, Array trying to look for some sets. He's not yet level 4. There's goes Tarisla with his set, who's already level 4, and he is going to be poking in, and that's all right. They have given the turtle. The engage is on. A nice CC coming in from that Xavier, catches players, immobilizes them, and there's the cleanup party there to clean up things. But Balmond is going to be stealing the show. He's going to be taking the turtle, but it's the damage coming in from Lilia. That's the big threat for Midnight Madness, as she will be melting away heroes left and right there. He already got triple kill right there. What an amazing play coming in from the Lilia Grid.
Well. We definitely did not expect Lilia to be so aggressive right from the start of the game. We were hoping, at least I was hoping, the Atlas to be the front line and going with Lilia from the back, but did not expect Lilia to have front line right from the start of the game.
Yes, meanwhile, in the goal lane, we can see the pressure coming in from Panic. There is a three-man, trying to just force Melissa back, but the vision is provided by Apex there. At last, this don't go alone, and Tyrod is there to melt up. That's going to be the kill. What a damage coming in from that Tyrod. Oh my god, he just, solo kill on that Balmond.
He was probably going to kill both of them. Atlas had a good escape, I would say, because I don't think he had managed to see the drop there. Probably he escaped just because of the Carmilla. And we see Carmilla in a difficult situation in the XP lane.
Yep, that's gonna be taken down by Xavier's ultimate. Leslie was sniped there by the Xavier's ultimate, and Melissa getting a double kill on the Atlas as well as the Lilia. That engage. Look at that ultimate coming in from that Xavier, just on point, securing the kill, and wow, brilliant play coming in from the maze of Midnight Madness.
Well, not only securing the kill, probably they are going to secure the turret, and they do so. The first level turret of XP lane of Team Panic has been taken down, and Team Midnight Madness are having an advantage in terms of turret push as well.
Yes, but meanwhile in the mid lane, that's going to be an engage coming in. Tyron just melting, deleting the Atlas there, and that's going to be an easy pick off and easy turtle since the roamer of Panic is down. It will be hard for them, to cover the area, to occupy the map, to gain that map control. But here we can see Terisla is here. Just filling in for the missing of their roam, and that's going to be Balman securing the turtle. Even though the roamer of Panic was taken down, it's Panic who gets the turtle eventually. So I must say that's a brilliant play coming in from Panic. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, seems to be some skirmish there. Xavier immobilizing everyone and disengaging the fight.
Well, if we see onto the games of both the teams, definitely both are being aggressive. But if you notice one thing, Team Midnight Madness is being focused on pushing more turrets, while Team Panic is focused more on getting the farm. They do have a gold difference between both the teams.
Yes, sorry to cut you there, but that's an amazing engage coming in. Finally, the shutdown is there on the Dairoth, and yeah, they did manage to defend that turret there, but Dairoth is farmed right now. He is snowballing, but he should be avoiding, giving away his skills freely just like that. He has to wait and, engage only when it's required, not just freely engage. Meanwhile, we can see the goal difference here is just of 1k, even though we are seeing the kills domination coming in from Midnight Madness. Panic are doing really good, they're covering up with the objectives. They got both the turtles. They're trying to balance it out, but it's the turret, like you said, Grim, it's the turret that matters at the end of the day. So Panic has to push their, pushing games.
Well, they definitely seem to be lagging behind on the push game, but they do know their objectives. Probably they do not want to waste any time in the farm. As we have seen, there have been steals of the turrets by Balman and the entire team Panic. They are focused. If you see none of their players except for the marksman, only when they're facing some fights or no, they are not leaving any of their teammates alone at any given point of time. Of course, they need somebody to push the top lane. They need somebody to push the bot lane, but they're not leaving their teammates alone.
Right, and right now the turtle has been spawned, and let's see who gets this turtle. At last, diving in, just trying to zone everyone away, and that's going to be Carmilla Ult, wasted out, catching no one there, and Atlas Ult wasted out as well. Both the tanks missing their ultimates pretty heavily, and that's going to be double kill for the Dairoth, but Palmand is the one who is securing the turtle there. Uh, Two loss for Panic, for none, but that's the turtle on the hands of Panic. So, yeah, they traded two players for the turtle. Let's see what happens here. Will they be able to defend their top lane? As there seems to be a push coming in. All right, and yes, Palman will be taken down, and that's gonna be the free turret in the top side. Yeah, there's no way, Midnight Madness, Panic is gonna defend that. But yeah, Midnight Madness leading in the kill, leading in the turrets as well right now. They are gonna be dominating in this early stages. Let's see how Panic, turns things around.
Well, leading in the kills, leading in the gold, leading in the turrets, everything, they are doing something right to be leading in all the sections of the game.
Oh, yes, and that's gonna be an easy pick off there. Atlas being punished. Uh, and look at the damage coming in from the Leslie as well as the Lilia. And Leslie was just killed by. He was just decimated by the Melissa. While Leslie was on her ult, he did not pay attention to that insane amount of burst damage coming in from the Melissa. And perhaps, Melissa used that Inspire over there. Can we get a cam on that one?
Probably, yes, I would definitely like to say that once again, because that was actually too quick to be noticed. That was, his ult was not even finished before Leslie was taken down.
Yeah, she definitely did not see that coming. In the middle of the sniper rifles, bullets, she was just melted by Melissa. Meanwhile, both the teams, they are doing pretty job at holding their mid lanes. But yeah, it's the side lanes that's winning for Midnight Madness. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, there seems to be a fight there. Engages and ults coming left and right. And that's going to be Balman getting the kill. Lilia gets the kill as well. And Xavier's ultimate securing the kill on the Atlas. Gets the double kill. Gets the Balman as well. Both the mages here showing each other their game. Invoker diving in, going with that aggressiveness. Almost getting the Xavier, but she will be punished hard by the Perrin, but Leslie securing that kill on that Xavier with that ultimate there.
Leslie securing the kill with the Savior and Frederick securing the kill of Lilia. They are not leaving any stones unturned as of this moment the team of Midnight Madness. And Leslie, is she going to take him down?
Yeah, that team fight was definitely in the favor of Panic. It was a 3-for-4 trade. Panic getting 4 kills, whereas Midnight Madness is getting 3. Meanwhile, the Lord is on Panic, deciding to just go for it. Let's see what happens here. Camilla coming in with the ultimate, but catching no one, and she will be punished for that. She is going to be poked away. Atlas diving in as well, but let's see who gets the Lord. Zyroth is camping in the top side. Maybe he might try to steal it with the retribution there. Let's see what happens. There is going in for that ultimate, distracting Zyroth, and Balman gets the Lord, and the team fight is on. Panic is getting punished heavily, for just taking on Midnight Madness, distracting them while Balman secures it. But at what cost? They lost their mid lane. They might lose their tier 2 as well. But at the end, the Lord was definitely secured by the Balman. But let's see how they turn things around with a level 1 Lord.
Well, the level 1 Lord is not going to do much help for them, despite giving them some time to ride a push or have a good 2-3 minutes or more of extra farm without disturbance. Not anything else, because we see Melissa already going to take down the Lord along with Carmilla. But that team fight was one of them to watch, a good fight to watch.
Yes, definitely. And meanwhile, Apex being caught here, outnumbered. It was a 1v4 scenario. Meanwhile, Atlas going for a flicker ult, engage on the Melissa. Will they be able to secure the kill? Yes, that's gonna be a big win for Panic, as they have taken down one of the core damage dealers of Midnight Madness, and they have a Lord with almost a half HP chasing down the top side. They are definitely making up for all the turrets that they've been losing. It's just the inhibitor remaining in the top side. You know how things turn around in ML. We are seeing it right now. Panic was dominated in the early stage, but now they are leading in the goal lead. They got their first goal lead of this matchup, and let's see if they are able to maintain it. Meanwhile, Xavier's ultimate coming in just to chase everyone away. Just to pressure Panic to just back off for now. And it's just the inhibitors remaining for Panic, and one tier 2 in the bot side.
Well. That was one good push that the team gave Team Panic. They did not waste any time with the Lord. Of course, they knew it was not going to be of much help.
Yes, and Atlas coming in, giving that set, but I think it backfired because the retaliation is coming on from Midnight Madness. They are going to be changing the things around once again. Is just Lilia and Leslie, the sole surviving members of Panic, forced to retreat, and just like that, within 10 seconds, not even 10, within 5 seconds, that goal lead, that Panic had got, it's kind of balanced out now, and that's a good engage from Midnight Madness. And right now, Lilia might be punished here. Yes, she definitely will.
Well, that was a good push that was a good
Oh
try.
no! Oh no! Can they end this? We definitely. I personally did not see this coming.
Well, we
Alright,
did
and
not. Wait, nobody expected this game to be finished right in this early game. That was not even in the mid game.
man, this match was pretty exciting. This is what finals are. We saw with that level one Lord, that Panic secured. They managed to turn things around. They got so many turrets with just the level one Lord. But at the end, it's Midnight Madness who just secured the win within 30 seconds after that the Lord marched down to the base. This was quite unexpected. Just one team fight was enough for Midnight Madness to end the game. Grib, what an amazing game that we saw here.
What an amazing counter attack there by the Lord, by the Midnight Madness. I did not expect them to go so hard right after being attacked by the Lord. After losing 4 turrets of their own, they just hammered Team Panic, just brutally hammered them.
Yes, if you would have seen the damage, stats there, Xavier was leading it brilliantly coming in from him. Well-deserved MVP. His snipes were on point. His ultimates were on point. Really good job, man. And yeah, that last team fight is the one that won Midnight Madness the game. So yeah, that was a pretty exciting match number one. So guys, stay tuned. We will be back with game number two. It is a best of five series, and of course, MKE season 4 is sponsored by Genesis Store and co-sponsored by Z3 Store, Zentro Store, and our beloved streamer Slay Official. So, guys, hit the like button, subscribe, and share the stream as much as possible. We will be back with an exciting game number two. Stay tuned.
close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. I don't know what you want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side, my love. You
now. Conjugated pizza couple, that's gonna be the fatal link. No more purify. Right, madness in the deficit, but that's gonna be another fatal link used up along with 4 men. That was such an amazing hurricane dance along with the black dragon. Just look at how well Yuzong was zoning everyone. Smiling does not have the wings for having done this, but the white starts connected was absolutely perfect. 2 DCs. But he's actually going into the previous one. We'll talk about that later as the heavy spins come in. That's going to be an amazing pin down.
So, greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. We are here with the round two of this best of five matchup. And guys, what a roller coaster the round one was. So this match will be casted by me, Marcus, and my caster here, Midnight. So Midnight, you definitely missed that roller coaster of a ride we saw towards the end of that match. Panic got the Lord. They were dominated throughout the entire matchup by Midnight Madness, but once they got the Lord, they changed things around. They got the turrets back, but then that one mistake, that over engage, and Midnight Madness just ended the game. It wasn't even mid game; they just ended so early.
Well, that definitely sounds like a roller coaster to me. But then let's see what happens in this match because Panic might try to get a comeback here since it's a best of five, obviously. So, thank you everyone for watching us on MK Championship Season 4 and Grand Finals here, sponsored by Genesis and co sponsored by Z3 Store, Zentro Store, and Slay Official YT. And let me tell you about the bans that they have already done over here. Panic, they have banned Fanny and 1-1. And here we have Kadita and Akaja banned from the Midnight Madness side. So without any further ado, let's jump in and let's see what the rest of the bans be like.
Okay, let's just begin. Round two is going to be exciting. Let's see if Panic, what they showed us in the end of the match, can they bring it from the early stages of the game? So, guys, yeah, with this, let's just jump right into the draft.
Well, we can see that this time we have Team Panic on the blue side, I suppose, right?
Yes, this time Panic is going to be on the blue side and Midnight Madness are on the red
Yes.
side.
Yes, so we see a Valentina ban, which is pretty much understandable. Obviously, not some hero to be left open.
Yes, definitely. In the previous match, they banned the Valentina in the lobby itself, but this time she has, made her way to the banning screen that we are seeing right now, and that's going to be Carmilla taken down by Midnight Madness. And just to remind you, it was the Carmilla Rome that was played by Midnight Madness in the previous round. So this round, they have decided that they're not going to be going for that hero. They have just banned it out. Let's see what the next ban is going to be, and that's going to be the Terizla taken out. And same thing, Terizla was, I guess, played by Panic. Yes, Terizla was played by Panic.
Okay, so basically they banned the heroes that they have played in the previous match. Let's see, they might have something on their mind, and which results to the certain bans which we can see as the moment. The next ban coming in, that's Lelia. Is there something to do with her?
Yes, so Lilia was picked by Panic, and oh my, the triple kill, the early triple kill coming in from Invoker in the early stages of that game was really astonishing. And Midnight Madness have decided that they don't want to be dealing with that one, so they have banned out the Lilia, and they have left Leomord open, which has been grabbed by Panic.
Obviously, like Leomord being open, that should be the first pick, I suppose, and they didn't leave him open, let him go, obviously. Let's see what the ban's coming in. Obviously, to counter Leomord, we can see there's a Minsitar pick from Team Midnight Madness here. The second pick, let's check it out.
Gushen is open. I think a Gushen pick would be really good here because the Gushen with the
Oh my
Petrify
god.
can just counter away that Leomord.
And yes, they did pick him.
Yes, my predictions are on point today. Let's see what the next two picks are gonna be for the side of Panic.
They will be going for the room, I suppose, probably. They're taking the time. So they're gonna unlock Masha, will they?
Let's find out. They have 5 seconds to go. Probably a good marksman would be great here. Let's see. Okay, they are going for the Akai as well as the Sicilian. The late game insurance there taken care of by the Sicilian. Meanwhile, Akai. All right. I don't think 1-1 is open. 1-1 was banned, wasn't it?
Well, now that they are picking 1-1, they're yet to lock it.
All right. Let's see what they go for. Okay, they are
Team
switched it up.
is banning.
3,000
Yes.
worlds. And not a
The
single
next
worthy
bans, let's see what
foe.
DB live from Team Panic this time. First. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's Midnight Madness on the red.
Yes, they can go ahead and ban away a marksman, perhaps a Leslie or something like that, or they can ban EXP laner. All right, they have gone ahead and banned the Beatrix. They don't want to be dealing with that. Let's see what the final ban of this second round is going to be. They can once again ban another marksman out. Just take care of all the meta marksmen.
This
Yes,
hydrate
they
Yes,
are going to be getting rid of the Melissa, which we saw in the previous match.
previously. Yes, understandable enough. But let's see what they pick as the next hero. Layla. Wait, what? No, Mia. They're yet
He's just
to.
showing his options.
Yes. Um. Okay.
Probably gonna decide which skin looks cool.
Inky Pinky Ponky. Let's see. Okay. He's
Your
good to go
team
with
is
Claude.
picking.
All right, so the marksman for Midnight Madness is gonna be Claude, and let's see what the final two picks are gonna be. They definitely need a marksman and an EXP learner, but if Akai decides to go in the EXP, they need a roamer. So yeah, let's see what they go.
Yeah, they probably would go for an XP or a roam, like we can see. The each picks 5 seconds. Okay. Oh yeah, Akai will be probably going EXP this time.
Your team is
You can see a
picking.
Franco pick coming in from Panic and a Fedrin pick. Okay. Will that be locked?
I guess that should be locked. In the previous match, it was the Fedrin who was the nightmare for Panic. He did not, let the Lilia recall, and that's what cost them the match. They didn't have wave clear, and they just ended it that way. So yeah, he's a nightmare to go 1v1 against in the late game. But let's see if he will be logged here, or they might have some change of plans.
Value in
All right,
money.
they
They
won't. They're
should
gonna
lock.
be logging it.
You should.
Yes.
But then like Minsitar going for roam or Fedrin going for roam, like there's this thing over here, right? Don't you think so?
Yeah, I
Either.
guess they'll definitely go for Minster Roam because they want someone to be around, during team fights because there's that Leo mod in the hyper. They don't want to, waste that ultimate, hard stuck in the EXP lane. So yeah, I guess that's gonna be the strategy behind it. But let's find out. So the draft between both these two teams are here. So Midnight, who do you think has the better draft?
Well, I think like Team Panic, they surely have a lot of damage dealers. Like we can see Leomord over here. We can also see late game as Sicilian, Bruno. But I somehow feel that Team Midnight Madness, they do have good counters, like for Leomord also, and even like for other heroes like they have.
Welcome to Mobile
So it's
Yes.
definitely like check it out how it be like in the match. So you
5
cannot say anything
seconds
as
till
of now.
the enemy reaches the battlefield.
Definitely, but I feel like with that madness they have an edge in this draft because there is that Gushan who's going to be pressuring the Sicilian, the Bruno. He
Yes.
has that really good pick of potential there, especially with the battle spell Petrify. But yeah, let's find out what happens. It all depends on the execution. So here we are seeing Apex getting that early invade on, just trying to pressure Zetli to use his retribution so they can probably invade the other buff. Akai is here as well. And yeah, but in the goal lane, it's Bruno and Franco against the Claude.
Yeah, we can see like their roamer isn't here as of the moment, but Claude is in a pretty safe position. We can see he's playing pretty safe right now. I mean, that's something good decision over here. Should we see a fight on the little? Nah, they're checking their buffs quietly. Well, that's pretty much the match will be going pretty slow right now, which we can see. They're taking position in the goal lane.
Yes.
Well, they did manage to take that. Coming back to the XP, both the explainers are being pretty on point. And let's see on which side do we see the first blood coming.
Yes, and meanwhile, in the bot side, uh, it's very, very scary to see that, Minstar getting ready there just to lay out his hooks, just to catch someone, targeting the Bruno, of course. But yeah, Franco is there as well. There's two heroes that can hook in this match. So let's see whose hooking skills are better. Meanwhile, the first turtle is gonna be spawned. Let's see which team gets the better of it.
Yeah, both the team will be assembling here, as I suppose, and they will be contesting for the turtle. They won't be leaving it, but Leomord will be going there with after taking his blue buff. Do we see a fight in the XP or what? There's gonna be a fight there.
Yes, let's see what happens as the engages on the turtle will be reset, but then really nice position there coming in from midnight. Madness just zoning everyone away, and I think Panic is gonna be giving up on the turtle. They have decided no, it's not for us. It's not our piece of cake. Let's just go back. Let's just farm and do something else because that zoning, that organization, like the way they uh, formation near the turtle. That was really good. But meanwhile, the Franco coming in with the ultimate, but no one really there to deal that damage, and he might get picked off. There is that Minchitar ult over there that Leomord just jumped into, and he will be punished for that, and that's gonna be a kill. And Bruno gets the cushion, but he will be taken down by the Martyrs, and that's gonna be an invasion there. Perhaps a creep or two might be taken away by Midnight Madness.
Well, the marksman shouldn't have joined the fight right away, I would suggest. I mean, like, you are not yet farmed, and even the enemy, that is, the Midnight Madness, they did get the turtle as well. So I think the Panic should try to increase their gold first. Because definitely they are not leading it. They are 2k behind, which we can see.
Yes, I agree with you on that. Panic, they do surprise us sometimes. They play a really good. They have comebacks in the later stages of the game, especially in those team fights. But we would like to see them, do that from the early game itself. Meanwhile, Cecilion getting the kill on the Gushan, and that's going to be the bot lane turret destroyed by Midnight Madness, and Leomord using his ultimate. But I think that's going to be a waste of ult over there, as he won't be getting anything out of it. And yeah, the goal lane has been destroyed. Meanwhile, in the EXP, we can see Fedrin is actually dominating that Akai.
Yeah, he surely is. But then again, Leomord, this Minsitar ultimate is being a real problem to him. Like all of his, and he's also like, Minsitar is skipping his ultimate, saving it for Leomord to use his own ultimate. So yeah, like that will be the problem. The reason why they might not easily win ganks as of now.
Yes, totally agree with you on that. And looks like Panic have shifted their momentum towards the top side as Claude has switched lanes with Fedrin since they got the goal in turret. But here is an engage here. Claude coming in with his ultimate, but that's going to be an easy pick off there. Venom will be taken down. And the fight is still on. That's the Minster ult coming in, and Gushin getting that double kill, turning things around there.
Well, it pretty much happened the same way again and again. The same Minsitar ultimate countering the Leomord, and they don't know how they cannot do anything right in there. So yeah, I think they have to, just give themselves time. They shouldn't just keep on ganking on and on. Oh my god, look at that on the XP lane there.
Yes, that Hurricane Dance coming in, trying to catch that Claude, but Claude luckily survived that, and that's going to be Gushin's full combo, but not enough to take down the Franco. But here, Matis, we can see in the remote cam that he has started the turtle and he is going for it. There's no disturbance there. He can peacefully take the turtle away. Then yes, he will.
We see that Team Panic isn't right now contesting for the objectives. Don't you agree to that?
Yeah, they are just giving away those objectives. In the previous match, we did see that Panic had the Balman and who actually secured all the objectives. But meanwhile, in the mid lane, there is the engage coming in, and Minsitar will be taken down with a 3-man gang there. And there's no Minsitar. This gives Leomord the freedom to use his ultimate. Let's see what he does.
Finally, some chance for Leomord. There he goes.
Yep, there he goes. And that's going to be Gushin taken down. And I guess he'll be happy with that kill and, try to focus on objectives, get some turrets or two, because they always lag behind the turrets.
Yeah, they are lacking behind the turret. They are also lacking behind the gold. All they need to do is wait for the perfect time and not keep on engaging. Like right now, what they did was really good. Taking Minster down first, and then Leomord did get the kill, which actually helped him. So, I mean, if they continue to do it like that, they might, win or at least pull up their gold or their objectives done right.
Definitely, and I really like that strategy here. Just go take down that Minchitar and give your Leomord the freedom he wants. And that's
There
gonna
again.
be once again, yeah. And Leomord, even though the ult was active, but it's not gonna be active for long. But Midnight Madness, knowing the situation, they have decided to back off. But here, Franco was caught there. He will be instantly decimated, and that's gonna be an aggressive play coming in from the Gushen, taking down the Bruno as well. And right now, Leomord and Sicilian both are gonna get sandwiched there. Let's see if they survive or they end up dying. And Claude is made 1 HP, almost taken down. But yeah, an intense matchup, intense fight coming in from both these teams.
That Claude escape was like really good. I thought he was near on the verge of death, right inside the turret there. But he did manage to escape successfully. He's getting the
Yes,
mid lane
and
turret.
yeah, the mid lane turret definitely been taken down. And remote cam shows us that the turtle has been spawned. Let's see which team gets it this time. It's all the two turtles have straight away gone for Midnight Madness. As we can see, Akai giving him that vision. Leomord decided not to contest for it. So probably Akai should back off. He shouldn't be giving that kill because all 5 players of Midnight Madness are here in the vicinity. Let's see if they do something about it. No, I guess Bruno is free to push that bot side. There's no one there. And Akai will be caught, and that's going to be a hurricane dance to defend himself and back off. Uh, yeah, I think that was good. They traded the turtle for that bot lane push.
Yeah, that was like I would totally agree with you on that because even though they gave the turtle and they did manage to die and nobody from Team Panic died and also they got the bot lane turret that is. So I mean that's fine I guess. Vision's got to be dead. Nah.
Yeah, a brilliant engage coming in from Minstar, pulling everyone into his ultimate. But where are the damage dealers? There is no Gushen or Claude around, so you don't have to be doing that. But Fedrin says, "We don't need Gushen or Claude. I am here for you," and takes care of the Franco right away. And that's going to be an easy pick off. And yeah, a discipline game coming in from Midnight Madness. They're going to be backing off. But yeah, let's look at that replay once again. That was a brilliant Minstar ult and the hook. But it's the Fedrin who secures the kill on to the Franco.
Well, like what do you think? Like, is there a chance for Panic to win this match at least?
It almost seems like they don't have a chance, but somehow they always conjure an opening, a really good opening, and they turn things around. But they always end up throwing it away, like we saw in the previous match, like we saw day before yesterday when they were facing off against each other. So let's see if that happens or not. And once again, Leomord's ultimate used there, and Minsitar will be using his ultimate to counter out that. And that's a brilliant hook coming in. That was the Sicilian, the right target, the perfect target you should be going for. And look at the sustain coming in, but it's not enough as Claude melts him down. Martis is there for the cleanup job. He takes care of Akai as well. And there is 18 seconds for the Lord to spot. And I guess that's going to be an easy Lord. But yeah, a brilliant play coming in from Midnight Madness.
I guess Panic should like wait for the damage coming in from Sicilian and Bruno. I mean, they don't have a chance. It doesn't seem they have a chance right now. So it's better not to engage, like to save their marksman and mage because we'll be getting a lot of stacks from Sicilian.
Yes,
They-
definitely.
Midnight Man is going for Lord. Hope they're gonna take it.
Yeah, I feel like objective-wise, Panic has just given up on every single objective that we saw so far. They gave up all the 3 turtles, and now they've given up on the Lord. Meanwhile, the engage is on again. It's the hook coming in from Franco. That was a brilliant hook, and Martin's been taken care of. Fedrin is overextended here. He might be taken care of as well. Yep, there he goes. And this is what I'm talking about, Midnight. Panic, they show us some signs of life. Always, when we least expect it, they conjure up something and try to stay in the game. But they should, keep their heads straight. They shouldn't just, go and engage and end up dying again because there is a lot who is still marching and they are going in for that risky play, trying to get that mid lane turret.
Yeah, like yes, I would agree on that. Like they didn't contest for either of the objectives, but that was something right that they did because either way they wouldn't have had a chance to get them. But right now, how they're actually managing to wipe and clear things off, they're pretty much they catched up a lot to Team Midnight Madness, and they might have a chance to turn the match.
Of course, and usually they fall behind in gold, but somehow they conjure up a good team fight and they catch up. And right now they did that. They are just almost 2K behind right now from that 5K gold difference we saw earlier. But yeah, let's see if they can keep their heads, cool and just take it easy and take it, with proper calculation. They shouldn't just, throw it away. But yeah, let's see what happens. And Midnight, their game plan is really good. They should perhaps stick to it more often because what they're doing is they're trying to pick off the Mincetas, so there is no Mincetas ult for Leomord and Bruno to just go in and engage. So yeah, they should be trying that. Meanwhile, we can see the Minsta here going for the giving the vision. He's gonna be camping there, and the conceal play coming in from Panic. Let's see if they get someone. Franco's hook baited up. Won't be getting anyone, and I guess they are not aware of that wonderful positioning coming in from that Minsta. Just giving the vision to everyone, telling everyone that Panic members have backed off, and you guys are free to take your position.
Yes. Team Panic did manage to, get Mincetar down before going in for the team fights, like we saw in the previous two gangs that they took. Well, they should keep doing that. And yes, they did manage to not see, like, they didn't see Mincetar hiding there. But then again, nobody took a fight. So anyway, I guess they will be waiting for the next Lord. And
Yeah, and
yeah, like Team Panic should defend, I mean, not go in.
I was going to ask you this question, Midnight. Do you think Panic should contest this next lot that's going to be spawning? Because that's going to be a level 2 lot. It's going to be hard for them. Or do you think they should just leave it and sit back, trust on that Sicilian and Bruno to take care of it?
Well, if they're going in for the Lord, that might be a little risky, don't you think so, with Mincetar being there? I mean,
Yes,
yes,
definitely.
it's a second Lord for sure, but then it's not time where you should, like, give your all in and then your team getting wiped out, because then they would have zero chances of getting back.
Yeah, but meanwhile, that's going to be a hook coming in, forcing the Akai ultimate right away. And Yumot's ult is there, but Minchita's ult is also there to counter it. But let's see what happens. So far, no one has died yet. It's just Akai who was made pretty low. And, they have baited out the Minchita's ult. And I guess the Minchita's ult cooldown is longer than Leomord's ult. I'm not sure about that, but that's what I feel it is. But let's see what happens here as the fight is on. Franco seems like he's going to be in trouble. The flicker baited out. That's going to be the hook coming in. The CC is there for the Leomord. Gushin spending no time to burst it. Meanwhile, look at Claude just going into the back line with his ultimate there and melting everyone away. And this is going to be the free lord for Midnight Madness. Oh, and that's going to be Cecilion taken care of as well as Akai. And that's the maniac for the Martyrs. And Venom showing why you should not give him the Martyrs and just ban it out instead. But what an amazing play coming in, and Panic just like that, they have been wiped out. Easy lot for Midnight Madness, and they are gonna be pressuring from all directions now.
Well, that was a fight that Panic shouldn't have taken at all, but no, say, like, it already has done, and we can see 6k goal difference almost. It's, oh my god, it's 8k right now. And the lot will be marching in, so let's see if Panic will be able to defend it or not. Do you think they will be able to?
It's gonna be really hard, if they're Sicilian or the Bruno, one of them is picked off, it's gonna be really, really hard for them to defend because in order to Leomord to deal damage, he himself has to go in, and once he goes in, he won't be able to come out because the Mincetar is right there. As you would have noticed, Mincetar is only using his ult for the Leomord whenever Leomord ult.
Yes.
So they have to, the Panda and the Franco, they both have a huge job there to protect their backlines.
That is true. Well, like, the Lord is coming in, so let's see what happens. Will they be able to defend this one, or like you said, that it's surely difficult, obviously. But yes, let's see.
Alright, that's going to be 2 inhibitors straight away taken care of. That hook coming in from the Mincetar, trying to beat out the hull. Here is another hook coming in from the Franco, and that's going to be Gushin taken care of instantly. And Sicilian's damage is on. Will this be a comeback for the side of Panic? And Leomord going in, but he will be melted there by the Claude, and that's going to be only 2 survivors for Midnight Madness, whereas 3 survivors for Panic, but Panic managed to defend that.
Damn, like, that was something unexpected, I would say. I mean, the way all of them took their positions, and they just, like, 3 of them are down, like we can see from Midnight Madness side. Well, I mean, they might have a chance to. I'm so confused. I have no idea what's going on.
This is what happens whenever these two teams meet. We always see the domination coming in from Midnight Madness, but Panic somehow, they find that opening. They keep alive. They show us glimpse of hopes that they can, get a win here. But let's see what happens, as it's only 1 inhibitor remaining for Panic. Meanwhile, they are yet to take away the tier 2s from the sides of Midnight Madness. And there is the 50 seconds cooldown for the lot to spawn. Let's see what happens. If there is a pick off here, it might be really brutal for Panic to come back.
Yes. Let's see. Like, all of them are almost like in their full builds. Well, I would like ask you one question. Do you think this don't you think this Akai pick is a bit questionable here?
Yeah, they pick up. I guess the second pick. They just picked it.
Yes.
Yeah, and they decided they need a Franco. So yeah, it's a questionable decision there, but let's see what he can do because he's probably picked to counter out that Busher, to prevent him from diving in. But meanwhile, Franco will be heavily punished there as well as Bruno. That's a very huge mistake coming in from Panic. Panic, what were you thinking doing that? Without any vision, you shouldn't be checking the bushes like that. That's a huge misplay coming in from Panic, and I guess this is through the game away, and I guess Midnight Madness can end it if they get a kill or two. And yeah, that's going to be Akai taken down. And Sicilian showing signs of life once again. Look at his play. He's just chasing for the kills. You have never
my
seen
God.
Sicilian run after kills like that.
That totally seems funny, but then the way he went in there, definitely they're running away. But then Leomont, he will take it Lord, will he? Well, Martis doesn't have his retribution, but I don't think he should take such a risk here.
Well, it's a
I
do or
mean-
die situation.
Yes, right. But I guess he is on it.
Yeah, he has the help there from the Sicilian. But look at the base. It's Martis who is going in for the base. This might be an end, guys. Or the minions have been spawned, but let's see what happens. Two intense fights coming in. I think the base is taken care of by the Bruno and the Lord is taken care of by Leomod. But that was pretty intense to see Martis just deciding to go in the bot side. But yeah, Midnight, like I've been telling you, whenever we at least expected, Panic always shows something. When that Bruno and Franco threw the game, we thought Midnight Madness are gonna be going in for that win, but the Cecilian and the Leomod, the way Cecilian was just chasing for the skill set. That's a really good play coming in from Panic. And let's see what they do with an enhanced Lord here. Will they turn things around? Will they make up for it? Or is it gonna be like last time? Last time it was the same thing that we saw. Panic getting the Lord, they were pushing with the Lord, they got wiped out and they ended up losing. Let's see if they avoid that mistake here.
Well, it seems like the match is totally going to the opposite pole. I mean, right now I am so confused and I don't know what's gonna happen. And I'm pretty sure they're gonna do another mistake. I feel like the way Bruno just went in there without a vision. I hope they don't because they are finally getting a comeback. So yeah, and maintain that. They're going in. It's the third loss of the game.
Yes, let's see what happens. The Lord has been taken care of before he even makes his way to the inhibitor. The damage coming in from Midnight Madness is really high, and it's just the inhibitors remaining for Midnight Madness. Let's see what happens here. Will Panic go for a discipline game, or they try to conjure something? There are two tanks here who can, each conjure something, get some good sets. Let's see. The hook going in from the Franco, but not getting anyone. They are trying to get something in the bot side. All 5 players of Panic are here. They are trying to pressure it. I don't think they will get anything. They should just, back off. Just do that once again, go back to that loop, the endless loop of securing the Lord and, trying to get some pickoffs. And right now we can see Midnight Madness might go in for the engage because they have defended the base. They have cleared out the lanes and they might try to get something.
Midnight Madness doesn't want to give any more time to Panic, I suppose, because they are having 2 very good damage dealers on the late game. The Sicilian damage has been immense over here. But then again, if we look at the goal difference, Team Panic have caught up them pretty much. It's like 1k goal difference right now, or rather 2k. But yeah, from 8k, they managed to catch Team Midnight Madness so quickly with the Lord, of course. But right now, I mean, I don't know. They're still waiting for what? I mean, another Lord? The 4th Lord of the match?
Yeah, they should probably get a quick off before before committing to that Lord. But let's see what happens. This is going to be the team fight that's going to be deciding the outcome of this match mostly. So let's see who wins this team fight, who gets the Lord, who, is going to be outshining whom. But yeah, like we were saying, we don't want to see a clean sweep in the finals, guys. We want to see a head-to-head combat between these two teams. We don't want to see a 3-0 sweep. We want to see some 2-2 kind of matches where we just leave for one game to decide. But let's see what happens as the Lord has been spawned, and both the teams will be doing their best to conjure something to secure it for their team.
Both teams have assembled over here. But right now, Midnight Madness is just, looking for that perfect chance. Maybe. Oh, somebody got pulled.
Yes, that's going to be a hook coming in from Franco, but that's the return hook coming in from Vincitar as well. So that's going to be nullified, I guess. The hook versus hook, just nullified.
Well, Midnight Madness is going for the Lord. And they, with, I don't know, Panic, what it's trying to do? Are you trying to, push them away or...
Let's see what happens here as Akai did go in to give that vision, but Minsitar is giving the vision as well, and that's going to be Flicker coming in from Akai. Let's see if he gets it. He gets the lock. Akai is the one to secure it. That's the least expected thing that we saw. We usually the high court was create, but that's Akai getting the lot. But look at what's happening for the members of Panic. They are almost getting fight. It's the three soul survivors, two tanks, and one marksman. Whereas Midnight Madness, they just lost their jungler. But what a brilliant play coming in from that Akai. We did not expect that. Not secure.
We definitely didn't expect that. And like I asked you, the kite pick is questionable right now. I mean, it isn't much questionable, I suppose. I mean, the way he went in there, definitely. I mean, he gave a good chance for his team, to get a comeback. But sad, the hyper was down, and the lot has been taken care of by Team Midnight Madness. And again, we're in a position where we don't know what's gonna happen. Either of the team might win. The way they are playing the match here.
Yes, and Midnight Madness, they definitely, were able to easily defend that lot because they didn't lose most of their members. But right now, Franco and Bruno, the duo that always ends up in trouble, are in trouble right now, and Bruno taken care of there. But yeah, Sicilian is back, so I think there shouldn't be any problem. They can wait till Bruno respawns. But yep, what a catcher! Like you can see the replay. Fedrin just going in, seizing him. That's the Minsta Earl popping up, denying Bruno to use his flicker or blink to escape. I think the flicker was already in cooldown, but yeah, that's gonna be sealing the deal.
The marksman is early, unnecessarily overextending a lot. I mean, you shouldn't have been moving on there because the second time he died exploring the jungle, but
Yes, and meanwhile there is an engage here. The team fight happening right in the heart of the space, and the engage coming in, keep going in with ultimate. But will there be a counter? Sicilian here dealing with damage, slapping everyone away, and that's gonna be the hook coming in. That is will be taken care of here. That's what happens. That's gonna be the winter transition used to survive one of the slaps, but not enough. And Lord is deciding to sneakily lock into the base. Gushen here getting the kill on that Leo mod and the double kill on the Sicilian. I think that was the play of the match here. Gushen taking care of two most important members of Panic, and this is it. There's no way Panic is going to defend this. What a brilliant play coming in from that Gushen. Just securing the match for Midnight Madness, smiling. Surely you are the Gushen god. What an amazing play. Just took care of the Sicilian as well as the Leo mod right there.
well, we definitely saw how intense the match had been from the start. I would agree on to something over here. Don't you think like it was Sicilian because of whom we could see such a late game match from Team Panic side? Like I would like even Bruno did play good, but then he overextended a lot here. What do you have to say on that?
Yeah, I totally agree with you because it's because of Sicilian that they have survived for so long. Even each team fight that we saw, the comeback was all because of the damage coming in from the Sicilian. But Panda and Akai both being there were not enough to stop that Gushen from marking him. During the draft itself, I told you that Gushen is going to be threatful because he's going to be just marking in the Sicilian, marking in the Bruno. He has that really good pick off potential, and that's what we saw. That's how Midnight Madness ended the game here. Even though they had two tanks, they weren't enough to stop that Gushen.
Well, I guess they would have had a chance of winning if, like the marksman would have played a little safe and not go in like that, the way he died twice. And that was like he died right when Team Panic had a chance of, turning the match. So I guess like if they would have had a chance to win, if that would have been the case. But then again, we can see that Midnight Madness have won two of the matches over here. Let's see who wins the third match.
Yes, I definitely agree with you on that. And this is a 2-0 for this round. Let's see what happens in the game number three. Will it be a 3-0 victory coming in for Midnight Madness? Or we might see something close coming in from Panic because they are, with each round, they improve. This round was definitely better than the previous round, which ended very prematurely. But yeah, Midnight, this is going to be exciting. Guys, stay tuned. Hit that like button, that subscribe button, and don't go anywhere. We will be back quickly with the game number three between these two teams. And of course, guys, MKE season 4 is sponsored by Genesis Store, co-sponsored by Zentro Store, Zentro Store, and our beloved YouTube streamer, Slay Official. So, guys, don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. We will be back with game number 3.
close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll
He does not want to use it right now. Wants to get at least a couple. That's gonna be the Fatal no more purify. Right, Madness in the deficit, but that's gonna be another Fatal Link used up along with 4 men. That was such an amazing Hurricane dance along with the Black Dragon. Just look at how well Yuzong was zoning everyone. Link does not have the wing swerving touches, but the white touch connected was absolutely perfect. He's actually going into the serious one. We'll talk about that later as the his spins come in. That's going to be an amazing pin down.
Hello everyone, welcome back. I know you've all been waiting for this game and number 3 to begin between the teams Panic against Team Midnight Madness, that is DPD. The score is 2-0 currently, so of course it's getting a little anticlimactic, but I still trust Team Panic that they will make a comeback because we've seen the potential that they've been showing us in the previous 2 games. So I'm just waiting for this one game as well. I'm literally hoping that there is a comeback from their side, but we're just gonna witness that in a few more more minutes, guys. You all are watching the MKE Season 4 brought to you by Genesis Store, co-sponsored by Z3 Store, Zentro Store, and Slay Official. The casters for this match is going to be me, Scared Yet, along with the one and only Midnight.
And so we are back again, and like we saw, Midnight Madness, like they played so brilliantly, and with Panic again, they give such a competitive fight over here. Well, let's see, since the score is 2-0, like Skadiet said, but this is the match where Team Midnight Madness needs to win to be the champion of the tournament. But let's see if Panic will be coming up with what you call it, like countering them or not. Well, as of the bans, like we saw from Midnight Madness over here, they have already banned Katita and Lelia. Panic have banned 1-1 and Carmilla. Well, let's see what are the rest of the bans be like. So let's start with the matches.
Absolutely. We're going to begin with the matches in just the next few seconds. But seriously, I wanted to talk about that Lilia that made an impact in game number 1, and it has been continued to be banned out by the side of Midnight Madness. The respect that is coming in from their side is absolutely immense. The pressure that was on them when Invoker had that Lilia in their hands, the triple kill, all of those combinations. He gave a lot of room for Panic to move around, to actually, he jumped inside, made sure that Midnight Madness used up some skills, got to bait them out, and then went back towards his team to deal a lot of damage. Now, for this specific moment, we're going to witness the Kaja ban coming in from Midnight Madness. I'm not going to give that initiator in the hands of Panic. Don't want to pick it for themselves. I believe the remaining bans are going to be no. I thought that maybe they'll ban out the same heroes just like the previous match, but Gushin coming out as a respect.
They surely don't want trouble coming in from Gushin. Like we saw in the previous match, Midnight Madness, the Gushin, they don't want trouble, and we can see that Panic have banned Gushin. But then what about Martis? Like that was again another dangerous hero. But yeah, we can see that Midnight Madness have banned Leomord. Maybe they're not planning to pick a Minsitar as of a counter this time, so they banned it anyways. Let's see the next ban coming in from Panic.
Or maybe it is also possible that instead they are going to focus on Carmilla onto their hands if in case she is open. But I believe she was already banned out. So maybe they've got some different strategy in their mind right now. Finally, Fridrin is coming out as a respect ban. We've seen how in first 2 games Apex was just unstoppable on that specific hero in the EXP lane. Now has finally been taken down. Terizla though is open. So I believe Midnight Madness might go in and pick that. Martis, just as you said, Midnight is also open and up for grabs.
Yes, Martis is open, but then again, the Carmilla, it's not yet banned. Oh yeah, it is, right? They have already banned Carmilla. Oh yeah, beforehand. I'm sorry. Well, a Valentina pick coming in from Midnight Madness here. They didn't quite pick Martis. Let's see if Panic would go for the Martis pick or would go for a ban later on or would let Midnight Madness pick Martis again. But let's see, they're taking their time. So...
I feel like that they can actually go in for the Martyrs. The decimation is there, but of course, Smiling can always steal that ultimate away. Though they're actually locking in the Akai, so I don't particularly feel like that this was such an amazing choice in this game because of course Valentina with the IMU is going to take away the Hurricane Dance, or the formerly known as, not formerly, latterly known as Heavy Spins. I don't know why they changed their name though. I really like the term Hurricane Dance.
Well, definitely. I don't know why they went for the Kai pick, but then they might have something on their mind. But yes, then again, Valentina might just, copy the ultimate of Akai. But here we can see a Fanny pick coming in from Team Midnight Madness and also a Leslie. Let's see. We can see that the marksman on Team Panic side is Mia, and they will be going for what now?
If in case they want to counter that Fanny, they need something along the lines of Phobius, because the next banning phase will come out. They can take away the Esmeralda as well, but they're going to lock in the Grog. Not a bad choice. It's a pretty decent one. With the Wild Charge, they can go in for some amazing setups, plus that stun duration is pretty long. But then again, whenever there's a Valentina in your opponent, I really feel like that you need to draft along that Valentina so that she, cannot steal away a lot of ultimates to get the value towards their own team, just like how right now it's basically going to happen. Smiling can take away the Wild Charge, also can take away the Heavy Spins. Plus, if in case at this point they're gonna lock in the Phoveus, and the demonic force will also be stolen by Smiling, and I can see uh, a couple of dashes coming in on Panic side. They banned out the Esmeralda, so it is a high possibility that they might take the Phoveus for themselves. Sicilian's gonna be respect banned is from Apex this time again, so it's not gonna go into the hands of Invoker. Midnight, do you think they will pick up a Phoveus?
Well, I don't know. They might. I mean, they did ban Esmeralda here. I mean, let's see. They're going for a fire mistake.
Okay, I did
Right.
not expect that. They're trying to decide the hero that they want to pick for now, but they're gonna lock in the Cho. Hmm.
Come in,
I,
Chow.
I kind of like that pick, to be honest, because he can lock down Venom right away with the Way of the Dragon. So I believe that's a pretty decent choice. But this does mean that Suzu will be going into the EXP lane with that Grog. So we'll probably see some damage build from his side, while Akai is gonna play in the jungle role. So they need a mage at this point. So it is possible that Array will play as a roam. I feel like that draft would make much more sense, but still they need someone to actually get in towards that backline and target the Leslie, because if in case Imagine is left to on a rampage on that hero, then he will be chunking down those tanky frontliners very easily, because the true damage ignores all the defenses.
Yeah, that's totally right. But then again, over here, I mean, in the previous match, we saw that the Grog he went to the XP lane. So basically, if they follow the same strategy over here, that would leave us the Chow as the roamer. So let's see if they're gonna go for a Chow roam or will they go for a Grog roam this time.
I'm still confused because this screen does not provide an
Yes.
answer for that. But since Grok has the flicker, I feel like they're leaning towards the EXP Grok. But at the end of the day, the drafts are in front of us. Midnight, make a quick guess. Who do you think will get this win? Midnight Madness or Panic?
That's confusing. Like we saw in the previous match, Panic, they just put such a competitive fight. And yeah, the Sicilian, which Team Midnight Madness banned this time. I mean, he was the reason why they could, go to such a late game. But here, right now, we can see they don't have much of a late game hero on Panic side. They have a Mia. So, I don't know, maybe Midnight Madness, not because it has my name Midnight, but then I think they have a stronger draft.
I was gonna point it out, but okay, guys, Midnight is.
Coming.
Yeah, Midnight is betting on Midnight Madness, but we'll have to see what's gonna happen in this game. In number 3, we are in the land of Dawn. Midnight Madness on the blue side, taking on Panic on the red side. 2-0 is the current score. Let's see which team gets the win. Ray seems to be in trouble, forcing the flicker. Venom on that Fanny he's just started to make that early game presence right away. And look at the bottom side. Mia has to retreat back towards that bush. She cannot take the goal. Clearly shows how early game dominating Midnight Madness want to play this game.
Well, yes, Grok is doing the XP lane, and we can see that in the goal lane, Lolita is kind of helping Leslie. Like, he wants Leslie to, have a good early game, a safe one, with which in the late game she'll be unkillable, unstoppable. Well, we can also see Chow helping out Mia, but then would we see a fight coming in the goal lane here? Because all of them are assembling, like we can see. Just waiting for Fanny to take a buff and come.
I kind of doubt though. I don't think so. They're gonna go in for a fight, though they have the lead. So early game will be in their spot on arena. Apex seems to be in trouble. Will be taken down. That's gonna be the first blood. Imagine again being chunked out pretty low, but there comes in Venom. Yo seems to be in trouble. Gonna be caught between 3 people. Invoker. You've already used the Searing Torrent. No, he will survive. Respect from Midnight Madness. Not going in for the third chase, but a tank for a marksman. Midnight Madness will take that trade any day. And look at how well it was set up. Yes, Invoker played amazing with those fireballs, went in, got the damage, but the Mia overextended a little bit. I wouldn't exactly call it an overextension, but still the position that was coming in from Yo, I really feel like he needs to work on it a little bit. Even in the previous game, he was pretty far away as for the role that he's playing now. But for now, we're gonna look at the fight towards that's happening at the turtle.
Well, in the previous match, Panic, they didn't go for a contest the turtle at all. But in this match, we can see they're not leaving a chance, and they have secured kills. Did they? Nah, they
Ooh.
didn't.
Yeah, they
Midnight Madness.
Midnight Madness secures three of them, not just one or two. Then look at the instant replay. That was a phenomenon blast zoning everyone out. Hurricane Dance was perfect. It actually blocked Leslie. So the combination of Grok and Akai, it was very good to stun down Invoker, to lock down Invoker right and there. But there was absolutely no follow up coming in because the zone out from the phenomenon blast was absolutely on point. So Apex on the Lolita playing pretty good. Early game advantage, we can clearly see it is building up in the favor of Midnight Madness, and we can see near the blue buff we are probably seeing some aggressive play. But look at Mia, she seems to be in trouble. Venom is seeing that. Array also in pretty low HP will have to retreat, and that's gonna be Mia taken down. Venom with that cutthroat.
Well, yeah, they should focus on the goal lane totally right now because the previous match, if you look at the XP lane, Team Midnight Madness did suppress the graph from Team Panic, and I feel like it's pretty same here. But in the gold lane, Leslie is getting pretty much kills right from the start, so that might, boost her skills right in the gold lane. So in the late game,
Just
well,
as
let's
I
see what
said.
happens.
Absolutely. It was just as I was saying, Valentina can steal with the Hurricane Dance, can provide those easy setups to her own team, and that is exactly what Smiling did. Now, look at that, how Terizla is penalty zone available. Yes, it is. Doesn't want to go in. That's amazing way of the dragon into the tower. Long Nomenon blast and the cutthroat connecting as well. That's gonna be some maniac kills coming in favor of Midnight Madness. Though the trades are also there, but look at their HP extremely low. The ultimate used up. Array stopping those bullets right in their way when it was about to hit Grok, but Invoker quite low in the HP was going in for those fireballs yet again, but Leslie is there. Shot connects. That's gonna be Lolita picking Waleed off, and they've overextended. They've overstayed their welcome. Smiling will be shut down, but that fight clearly going in favor of Midnight Madness.
Well, Smiling was like, he was like, should I go in that time or no? But then he, didn't go in right away. He waited for the perfect chance, and then he did secure that kill, though he died. But like you said, it was on their part. But this turtle, let's say if Panic will be able to take this one, it's free turtle for them because Team Midnight Madness didn't contest for it at all. They were like, okay, we're already leading.
That is absolutely correct. Searing Torrent saving the life of Yo right there. I feel like Invoker is actually playing pretty decently on this Wally, but he still needs to get the priority on those correct targets right now. Leslie seems to be in trouble. There comes in the knockup, but man, that dash was absolutely insane. Where the dragon does connect, but not quite where he wanted it to be. But the burn damage is there. My goodness, that's an outstanding play by Invoker. He gets the man that he needs. Nomenon Blast is there, but there is absolutely no follow-up. Hurricane Dance not yet available, already committed. That's gonna be immobilization yet again, and the burn is insane. Smiling has to retreat, will be able to clear out those minions. Cannon is extremely low, and that's gonna be Apex rotating towards the top side on the Terizla. Penalty zone is not yet committed. That's gonna be Akai taken down off the fight. Suzu pretty slow in that rotation, but then again we know the wave clearing of Terizla is much better than a Grok, and that is exactly what they're harassing. And look at the HP of Suzu. He will not survive. Oh, he will. The flicker that came out perfectly, and that's going to be Apex tanking everything on that Terizla with the support of Imagine plays. He managed to actually zone out 4 people of the side of Panic, and the fight still continuing as Array seems to be in trouble. We have the dragon angle is perfect, and they actually catch Apex right into the tier 2, but they will not be able to finish him off. The burn damage is there, and from behind that's going to be that's a Beyblade fight. I'm gonna call it a Beyblade fight. Smiling as well as Zetli on those heavy spins. That's gonna be Imagine getting with his ultimate locked on. I believe that was Invoker, and he will survive thanks to the help of Mia, but the tier 2 will be going down, and they also lost the mid lane tier 1, so Panic seems to be in trouble, and I believe this is the time where they should somehow, get those pick-offs, and that's going to be penalty zone connecting 3, all 5 are there, but nope. says Team Panic, they will not let Terisla survive. Is the flicker burned up? No, Array is still there, and that's going to be 4 men. Phenomenon blast, the wild charge does not connect to anyone, and look at that, the follow-up coming in from Imagine. He's trying to deal the damage, but it is just not there again. Team Panic coming out on top. Midnight Madness overextending and being punished for it. They do not have the damage yet. Leslie needs a little more time. She has been nerfed, fair enough of time for now, and that's going to be when I'm taking away the pick off on Smiling.
Well, those are three consecutive ganks in favor of Midnight Madness, like we saw. I think Team Panic should, wait for some time. We can already see around 3k goal difference, and the turrets, they're not on their side, I would say. Do you think there's any chance, they can save their turrets right now?
It seems a little difficult, but still, I believe there is a chance. They have a Mia, so late game is in their hands. But for the early game, they had to stop the aggression from Venom, and they've managed it perfectly till now. They've still got their tier 2 standing, just the bottom tier 2 falling down. Of course, they do not have the map control, but in terms of gold, they're still just a little bit behind. Gonna hit that 23k mark as well, so they're gonna get those items that they need. Lord will probably go in favor of Midnight Madness, but that's a good way of the dragon. It seems like Terisla using the flicker. Will he survive? He should not. And of course, he's gonna be picked off, but the Lord will go just as we were talking about in favor of Midnight Madness, and that's gonna be Venom jumping in on Invoker. He has marked his target, Midnight.
Yeah, well, there, I would say, even though Terisla died, but then he managed to, distract the enemies, with which Panic could easily take off the Lord. We see another team fight coming in. Will anybody get die away, or will they manage to escape? They are pretty much low.
They should escape at this point, and they do not need to fall because Lord is going to jump in from the bottom side. And yes, everyone just going off of that team fight without any casualties. But I still feel that it was a little... I was very worried for Panic there a little bit, because just a couple of skills connecting perfectly, and that would have been it for the remaining members. That's going to be the heavy spins on Smiling. They've got their target. Will the Way of the Dragon be connected? Not yet. In the backline, Venom makes sure to shut down Mia, and that is amazing play from Midnight Madness. Penalty zone connecting. Numeron Blast does not connect though. Cho will survive at 1 HP. Meanwhile, Akai, he was taking all the aggro. Apex will get some HP back on that Lolita, just a little bit, fair amount of it, and that is enough for him to survive that burst. And they'll have to retreat though. They've already lost Smiling, so no more Valentina to be supporting them. The tier 2s will fall down for Panic, but they will be able to defend this slot. So I believe they're just trying to buy time at this point, and they need to, because that is the only way in which they can come back in this game. And look at that, my goodness. I mean, our cameraman did not even have enough time to pan it over Mia when he knew what is about to happen. That is how fast Venom is playing. And I don't think so. Even if he made a Wind of Nature at this point, it would help him. The penalty zone of Terisla does connect, but he was pretty, deep inside the territory of Panic. That was a good Hurricane Dance, or I would say heavy spins. Man, Venom, you are not stopping. The tower hit does not connect. That's going to be Way of the Dragon not used up. He will finally connect it on Smiling, and the backline will manage to take down Leslie. Heavy spins yet again from the hands of Smiling, trying to go in for the disengage. Yo is also there. They have the damage. They're going in for the chase double for Grog. They want to go in for more. Nope. Finally, the discipline kicks in as top tier 3 seems to be in trouble.
Well, in this match and also in the previous match, we saw one thing, that Panic has 2 or 3 tanky heroes, but somewhere they did fail to save their backliner. What say you have in that, Scarier?
I mean, at this point, I really was hoping to get the itemization, and we can clearly see how far behind Yo is. Just 5.9k gold, has not even hit the 6k mark, only has the Wind Talker as well as the Scarlet Phantom, and I don't believe that he's still going in for the Wind of Nature, and I really want to see the Wind of Nature on his hands. Like, come on. Venom is targeting you, you need to go in for that specific item somehow. He is building a Malefic Roar probably at this point, or a BOD, but that would not cut it. Really, that would be much more difficult. That's going to be Leslie taking down Cho. Probably, yes, he will fall. The Way of the Dragon did connect on Smiling, but that was about it. Finally, Invoker jumping in, trying to save the life of Suzu, and that's going to be Cutthroat in the hands of Venom, taking a Grok down. Come on, he is a tank. He was near the wall, yet he was taken down with that burst damage. That's just insane farming. And Midnight Madness, they've got the full control of this map. I really feel like it's almost next to impossible for Panic to come back. But still, there is hope. They're not that far behind. Already hit the 33k gold mark, so they would have their core items. But Yo needs to play very safe. He needs to somehow get away from Venom. If in case he manages to do so, he will be there for the prolonged team fight and he will provide the support. But the tier 3 in the top side already has fallen. That means some Mega Minion waves from their side, and that's gonna be the penalty zone connecting. Akai not surviving a 3-man Jeet Kundo along with the Way of the Dragon. A massive play set up by Array. Really just trying to get his team back into this match, and will manage to retreat to Imagine. Had absolutely no chance surviving that. That was a beautiful setup given him, and that was so smooth. Midnight.
Well, with the Lord coming in, they shouldn't have gone for the fight right away. They should, stay back into the turrets, because that Lord needs to be defended. And with Mia being out any moment right now, which might happen, I think it will be pretty difficult for them to handle the Lord in this case. But then again, like you said, she doesn't have her Wendy yet, and with so many tanks also, it's being difficult to save her in the backline. Let's see if she will be able to manage to get this Lord down, or this is the end for Panic.
For now, since Imagine is still coming back into this arena, I feel like that they will be able to defend the Lord easily, but they will lose those tier 3 in the process. There comes in Venom again, just enjoying his own time. Lord is still quite healthy. I believe this might be it. Midnight would want to jump in, but still, okay, they've taken all the tier 3s down. It seems trouble. Minions are gonna collapse from top as well as bot. The clearing is okay, it is there. The discipline is still there. I don't think so they'll jump in right away for that engage. Probably waiting for their cooldowns to come finish up. That's Venom jumping in. Will have to retreat back. That's a wave clear, decent wave clear, and that's gonna be the heavy spins connecting. But that is Terizla. He wants to be there. He wants to get your bait out your skills, but that is about it. Finally, they're all going back again, retreating. The mid minion wave is also there. No, Manon Blast cancelled out. That was a massive play again. White we used the Way of the Dragon on Fanny, but not quite in the correct angle. The crystal is wide open. Finally, Mia managed to pick off Smiling. They want to go in for more. That's going to be a shutdown on Venom as well, and the retaliation coming in from the side of Panic takes 3 members down, are still running for more. That is going to be just 2 tanky players remaining. That is Terizla as well as the Lolita. Penalty zone connecting to 4 people. Okay, the fight still continues. Nomenon Blast is there. It will connect at the perfect possible time. No way those 2 members managed to take Yo out, and they will still try and stall this fight for as long as possible. Invoker was so low, but these 2 people, Midnight, the damage that they've been doing. Look at that instant replay.
Well, with that, killing Mia there, they did buy a lot of time for their own team, I would say. I mean, if Mia would have been there, they would have lost most of their turrets if they thought of retreating right then and there. But nah, they did get Mia down, and they have a lot of time now, which is a very difficult situation for Team Panic now, because I don't think they do have a chance this time going for the second Lord, or I'm sorry, is the third Lord now?
Yes, this is the 3rd Lord of the game, though it's still level 2 yet, not quite up for level 3 right now, not the 18-minute mark breed. So I feel like they still want to stall it for a minute or so, or maybe just wait for a couple of pickoffs. Yo is finally back, and again, I want to see the itemization coming in from all these players for now, because it would depend a lot on his itemization. But that's a Nomenon Blast connecting on 2 people. Invoker is quite low. quite a lot of resources already spent. That's going to be Fanny wanting to jump onto the Mia. Where the dragon is not there. Penalty zone connecting yet again. Yo seems to be the person who's being targeted, but Apex quite low in the HP. That's gonna be the heavy spins. The Beyblade battle is also here back again, and Show will fall though. The true damage from Imagine, it's much more than sufficient to take him out, and it is a 1-for-0 trade. So that seems again Midnight Madness in control. Fanny trying to go in for the backstab, the backdooring, but still the Panic was able to recall at the perfect possible time. The Suzu will be picked off. That's going to be his 4th death in the game, and that does mean it is going to be a free lord for Midnight Madness.
Well, Panic did retreat to their base, and Valentina and Lolita, we can see they're distracting them quite in the near the inhibitor turret area, and Team Midnight Madness managed to take the Lord, the 4th one. I'm sorry, the 3rd one. They didn't take it earlier. Sorry, I was so confused. Oh my god. I mean, the way matches are turning, here and there, it's like, well, so it's the 3rd Lord of the match, and it's like gonna be the end probably this time, or
Okay.
buy themselves more time.
I believe they have enough. They've got enough itemization in their hands right now to actually defend this lord. Mia has the Wind of Nature, also has the Berserker's Fury along with the Demon Hunter's Sword. Yo has his full build. So even the goal difference is just 3k, but at this point it does not matter that much, since almost all the damage dealers, they've got their maximum items. But I really want to see how well Array sets this one up again, because if he manages to pick off Smiling or Imagine, then they will be able to defend this lot. That's going to be penalty zone on Grok. My goodness, that burst damage was absolutely insane. The heavy spins is there again. The Beyblade battle comes up as Smiling was the one to steal away the heavy spins. That's going to be the Nominal Blast Picker. Does not quite connect, but the Cutthroat is there. Make sure the Immortality falls, and that is going to be 4 members of the side of Panic taken down. The final member will also fall. That is going to be a Maniac in the hands of Imagine Plays, and they will manage to take down the Crystal Midnight Madness with another maddening win.
Victory!
Well, they did manage to end this time. Can't believe it's over. Like, it's over.
It surely is. I mean, they played it so well this time. I really feel like that they were actually going in for some decent setups. Array was so amazing whenever he went in with that flicker Jeet Kundo as well as the Way of the Dragon combination. He tried to save the life of Yo from the hands of Venom, but then again, a Mia can only do so much if there is a Fanny in their opponent. You won't be able to survive that burst. You won't be able to survive that speed. That is one of the reason why Mia was picked pretty less in the drafting phase as well. Not just in this match, but in other matches too. But the MVP is gonna go in the hands of Imagine. I mean, he was going 5-4-10, and then he got a Maniac, jumped up to 9-4, and along with that, he got the MVP as well. Look at the damage, 31%, 117,000. There's one thing to note here, Midnight. Even though Venom on that Fanny only has 16% damage, that is 60,000, but most of it was directed towards Mia as well as Valir.
Yeah, it's the main damage dealers, obviously. With the 3 tanky heroes being there, I mean, Mia and Wali were the ones to be targeted, of course. So yeah, I mean, she got a target cleared.
Absolutely. That set up priority straight in this game. But seriously, I felt like Panic again. They had a chance in the mid game, but at the end of the day, they were not able to somehow pull it off. They tried their best, to be honest. I really felt like they might actually go in for the win again, and that has been happening for the past 6 matches. The record against the Midnight Madness is 0. They've not let them win any single match. But seriously, 5 out of those 6 matches, I felt like Panic, they had a chance. They somehow came back in this match, but they ended up not grabbing that opportunity, and that is something that I feel like that they are lacking a little bit, but that is merely because of the experience, that I would say.
What do you have to say in this thing? Like, I believe there would have been a better draft that would have been possible on Panic's side with much counter picks against the heroes that Midnight Madness had picked. Like, wouldn't you agree on that?
Absolutely, I would agree 100%. I really felt like Mia was locked in way too early, even as a comfort pick. If you want to go for a marksman, then I feel like Mia won't be banned out, or it won't be picked up by the opponent that in the drafting phase. At least you already studied your opponent a lot. So I felt like Mia should have been picked at least at the last. I should have waited for a couple of picks from the side of Midnight Madness, but then again they just went in for that specific hero. Other than that, I felt like the other heroes were really good. Even the Grok was trying to get some good setups in, though I felt like the Wild Charge did not quite connect. He was trying to do so, but then again was not able to land those skills just because of the mobility of Fanny as well as Valentina. Along with those dashes, were able to dodge those walls as well as those Wild Charges. So maybe they could have gone for something else in the EXP lane. They had a chance of Phobius. I felt like they should have gone for the Phobius though, because that would have been much better. Leslie has a dash. They could have forced a dash or so from Willie Valentina as well, so they would have had a chance again. And then again, we know how insane a combination of a Louis as well as Phobius is. So if they wanted to target the early game, they could have gone and picked up a Louis too. But then again, we're all just talking about those draft. I want to ask you, Midnight, how was your experience of the whole MKE season 4?
Well, I really got to learn a lot, and since it was a very nice chance for me, to cast here, I really feel obliged to be here. Thank you so much for having me. And but then, obviously, experiences, be it game or be it casting, be it whatever, they teach you a lot. So like even if you lose somewhere, it's basically not losing. Like I always say, it's learning a step ahead. So yes, I would totally agree on that. So yeah, that's all, I guess.
That was such wise words, and of course you either win or you learn. That is how the saying goes, guys. That is going to be it from the MKE season 4. It's going to be Midnight Madness being our champions. I believe they are the defending champions, and yes, they have retained their titles again in season 4. Panic being the runners up, getting the second position, along with Zenchi grabbing the third position. That's going to be our winners, guys. And to all the audience, all the people out there, thank you so much for supporting us. This is just one last request to hit that like button, click on the subscribe button as well as the bell notification, so that for all the future videos you will be notified, and all the future upcoming tournaments you will get those updates before anyone else. Now this has been Scared Yet from the casting deck along with Midnight. Just a final thanks to our sponsors as well, Genesis Store, co-sponsors Z3 Store, Zentro Store, as well as Slay Official. Now, yeah, that's basically all done, and I really messed it up again. That's just my, you can say, a signature move, messing everything at the last. But a final thank you for everyone, for the production team as well as the management, and of course my casters out there who did an amazing job, carrying forward this whole tournament. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night.
close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. I don't know what you want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run.
In the deficit, but that's gonna be another fatal links used up along with 4 men. That was such an amazing hurricane dance along with the Black Dragon. Just look at how well Yuzong was zoning everyone. smiling, does not have the wing swerving touches, but the white touch connected was absolutely perfect. Rita actually going into the serious one. We'll talk about that later as the heavy spins come in. That's going to be an amazing pin down.